What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some battles with Beedrill utilizing the Community Day move of Drill Run. Now over here on the left we have built a couple teams, some more meta heavy than others, and a very unique team as well that's going to be a lot of fun. Now I think with Beedrill you definitely need to surround it with a lot of protection and meta protection at that, which is why you see some of these teams having Azumarill and Registeel on them. Now we did have a great Community Day, ended up getting quite a few shinies, a lot of PvP IV Beedrills. Sadly, no 100% IV for that Mega Beedrill potentially down the line. But overall, it was a great day. Got a lot of Stardust as well. So let me know down in the comments how your guys' Community Day went. And let me know what you guys think about these teams and what teams you guys are building. Now, I didn't want to just build super hyper meta stuff. I think Team 1 is like as hyper meta as you can get. So I wanted to like have some variety here. So we have Team 2 and Team 3. We're going to take a look at some battles today, showcasing them, seeing some strengths and weaknesses, some good plays, some misplays. But overall, Beedrill I think is a lot of fun. I think it does good against the meta, but it's a very anti-meta niche pick. It's not going to overtake the Great League like a Registeel, Azumarill, or Altaria kind of does from previous seasons. I think it's definitely a niche pick, and you got to have solid teams around it. Alright, getting right into the first battle here. So we are running with 3 different teams today against some patrons of mine. So shout out to them. Thank you for your support and thank you for these battles. And we're going to be utilizing or showcasing 3 different team variants that you could possibly run with Beedrill. Now this first one, I believe, is the Beedrill, Stunfisk, and Azumarill here. So Beedrill on the lead versus Registeel is actually pretty strong. Drill Run is going to be doing 50% damage basically to a Registeel, just slightly shy of that. It can also soak 1 Flash Cannon, as you guys can see right here. Does quite a bit of damage, but Drill Run is really going to hurt. On top of that, we're going to be able to get to another one before they can get to their Flash Cannon, basically just because of how energy gain works right here. So we're going to be able to get to another Drill Run right here. This is going to be forcing the shield on the Registeel, and what I'm going to look to do is swap now into Azumarill. So I expected the shield, we swap into Azumarill, and they get off the Flash Cannon right here. This Flash Cannon is going to be doing neutral damage to us. Not going to hurt too much. What we're going to look to do is basically try to farm down right here. Now, if they go for another Flash Cannon, not swap out like they do right here, we are going to shield ourselves. What I can look to do is farm as much energy as I possibly can while maintaining a 1 shield situation against my opponent. So we're going to be able to finish off the Registeel here. I am going to go for the Ice Beam just because I'm worried that they'll get to another Flash Cannon in time, but I do have lots of loaded energy. So we are going to be able to finish off Registeel right there. We have loaded energy, and we see that a Regirock now comes in. So there looks like they're running a triple Regi team, which can overpower teams, but our team is going to be very strong against that. We're going to go ahead and not shield. Stone Edge will not KO us from this range. We're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. Now, predicting that my opponent is running triple Regi, I am going to swap now into the Galarian Stunfisk right here, as its moveset is going to do very well against not only Regirock, but Regi Ice in the back that could potentially be there. So we are going to shield right here. Could be a Focus Blast coming here from the Regirock, which it is. So great shield right there. Now we're going to go for the Earthquake. This is going to be doing super effective damage and take out the Regirock. Now, if I predicted correctly, there should be a Regi Ice in the back, which there is. Fantastic. We're just going to be going for Rock Slides here, which are going to be doing super effective damage because of the ice typing right there. So, as you guys can see here from the teams, basically, we got to have some really solid protection around a Beedrill. Beedrill is not meta, if that makes sense. Azumarill, Registeel are meta. Beedrill is what we call a niche anti-meta, where it has some really nice matchups that are in the meta. Basically, it can handle Azumarill and Registeel in given situations. But what you really want to do is build teams around its capability to basically farm down counters. So, alright, let's go ahead and move into the next battle. So we saw right there, Beedrill did pretty good against that Registeel on the lead. We did bail out into Azumarill and utilize that to get shields without really having to shield too much ourselves. And then Stunfisk, again, can close games super hard. Stunfisk is a new hyper meta Pokemon in the Great League that you guys definitely need to look on getting onto your roster. It's going to be very, very strong. So, Game 2, we have Beedrill versus Toxicroak. This is actually pretty good for us because we have Drill Run now, right? Going to be doing super effective damage against the Toxicroak here, and we can get to it relatively quickly. Look at that. We're already at a drill run. This is going to do massive, super effective damage against this Toxicroak, so they are going to have to shield right here. So we do get a shield, which is fantastic. Now, I know whatever move is going to be coming through is basically going to be resisted or neutral right here, and it's going to be the Sludge Bomb, which is going to be resisted. It still does quite a bit. We see them swap into a Alolan Marowak, so we're going to go into our Azumarill right here. We have shield advantage, and we're up against Alolan Marowak. So what we want to do right here is not fire off our charge move right away. We want to build up a little bit of extra energy, allow them to get off this Shadow Ball, and we want to build up a little bit extra so that we can get off a charge move on the back end. So I'm counting the Alolan Marowak's Fire Spins, and now I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here, basically before he can get to another Shadow Ball. This is going to be taking on Alolan Marowak, and now we see a Victory Bell come in. So hopefully we can get to this Ice Beam in time. We cannot. Now, Shadow Victory Bell right here with Razor Leaf is going to be doing super effective damage to Galarian Stunfisk. But I think Galarian Stunfisk is going to be doing neutral, I should say. Galarian Stunfisk here, I think, is going to be able to take a few hits and get off enough Rock Slides in order to do massive amounts of damage. So Leaf Blade now coming through. We're going to be going for a Rock Slide right here. This is going to be doing heavy neutral damage to this Shadow Victory Bell right here if they decide not to shield. They do decide to shield, okay. So Stunfisk still holding on strong. We're going to be able to get to another Rock Slide right here. This should get the Victory Bell out of here. If not, it's going to be very low. If it gets it low, I'm swapping to Beedrill. So it does get it low. I'm going to swap to Beedrill to get a head-on energy so that I can get to a Drill Run in time versus this Toxicroak. Drill Run now coming through. This will be finishing off the Toxicroak right here, and that is going to be a good battle. Again, a strong showing there from Beedrill, why its Drill Run is so strong against some of those key meta Pokemon that we see. Let's go ahead and move into Game 3, shall we? So, getting into Game 3 now. I believe we're gonna start using some of these other teams. I know we'll see some battles from all three of these teams. I did quite a few battles, but I just wanted to showcase some of the strong ones here. So we got Whiscash versus Primeape, actually. Okay, so we're on Team 3 right now. And Whiscash here on the lead versus Primeape. It's an interesting matchup if we can land our moves. And if we want to go into shields with them, we can win this out. Counter damage is definitely going to be adding up, but I want to take shield advantage right here. So I'm going to build up to Blizzard, and now I'm going to go for Mud Bombs right here. What I'm hoping for is to get a shield from this Primeape right here. If not, it's going to do quite a bit of damage anyways, as you guys can see. So we're just going to go for another one right here. Still going to be threatening the health here on the Primeape, so we'll likely see a shield right away, which we do. Now, if they go for a charge move, which they are, I'm not going to shield right here. I just got a shield from them, so I'm very happy with that, as I think I can farm down with Beedrill's Poison Jab right here against this Primeape before he can get to a charge move. We are going to be resisting the counter damage, and we're going to be able to farm down pretty hard with that Poison Jab. So we're loaded on energy. We'll have to see what they bring in. They decided to bring in Altaria, so we're going to go straight in Registeel with shield advantage, and we see them bring in a Politoed. Okay. Really big flex right there. Politoads typically run Mud Shot and Surf, and if they're Legacy, they'll have Earthquake, which is the move I need to watch out for. So we're going to be going straight for Focus Blast. Flash Cannon is going to be resisted, so thankfully I landed that Focus Blast. Now I am going to double shield my Registeel right here. Registeel is the Pokemon that I need to win against this Altaria, so I need to keep as much health on it as I can. Yes, I could save a shield on the back end, but right here I got to stop all Surfs or Earthquakes coming through. We need to go for a Flash Cannon right here to threaten shields. If we don't get a shield, that means this Altaria is going to be tough to beat. So we go for the Flash Cannon, they let it go through, so now they're going to rely on this Altaria right here. So what we're going to do is, after this charge move, I'm going to look to swap out. Registeel with some loaded energy can really, or has some loaded energy, so what I'm hoping to get is a shield from my opponent. We're going to be going straight X Scissors right here. I think this is definitely going to be the better move. I wish I had Sludge Bomb for this situation, but X Scissors is going to be stab, and it is going to be resisted anyways. So we're just going to keep going for X Scissors right here and just plug away as much damage as we can against this Altaria. Even though it's going to farm us down, if we can get this low enough for lock-on range, that's going to be amazing. If they let this X Scissor go through, we can finish off with lock-on. If not, we can finish off with Flash Cannon. He lets it go through, which means this is going to be a lock-on farm down. As Sky Attack, even though he loaded up on energy, Sky Attack's not going to do a lot of damage. It's the Dragon Breath I have to watch out for. So Sky Attack now coming through, going to be resisted, and we're going to be able to finish off with lock-on right there, and that is going to be a great game. All right, moving into Game 4 now. So We've seen some really strong play there from the Beedrill, able to get shields, but we are now Blastoise versus Quagsire here on the lead. This is pretty favorable matchup for us. Water Gun plus Hydro Cannon damage is going to do a lot of heavy neutral damage, and this Quagsire has to land its charge moves. Now we need to see what charge moves it has access to. Typically this means Stone Edge, Earthquake, but this is going to be a Sludge Bomb variant. So we're going to be going for Hydro Cannon right here in this matchup. Definitely the better move to be going for. Hydro Cannon is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage if it goes unshielded, but we do get a shield right there from the Quagsire. Now we're just going to look to go for another Hydro Cannon. Another charge move coming through. We're going to go ahead and shield right here. I want to maintain some health and also put pressure on their final shield. If I can get 2 shields, I'm happy with that. If I take out the Quagsire, it's a win as well. So Hydro Cannon now coming through. If this goes unshielded, it's going to get the Quagsire very low and allow us to farm down, which it does. Fantastic. We're just going to Water Gun down. Now, next Pokemon coming in is going to be an Altaria, so we're going to be racing for the Ice Beam right here. Risk it for the Biscuit on this one, go for it, and we do get it. So if this lands, this will basically nearly take out the Altaria. If it doesn't, we get a second shield, that's fine. Beautiful. Okay, now we have Glalie on our team. This is why Glalie is here. Fantastic. Going to be farming down. We're going to see a Sunny Cast Form now come in, so we have to go into the Beedrill. An unfavorable matchup, but somewhat favorable in a zero shield situation because we have Drill Run, everyone. Yep. Beedrill with Drill Run can go toe-to-toe with this Sunny Cast Form, which could never do before, really. So, Drill Run now coming through. This is going to be doing super effective damage and quite a bit at that. This is why Beedrill needs that Drill Run for that niche coverage. Look at that. Took out the Cast Form. That is beautiful. So, we're going to go in for the X-Scissor right here. They do go for their charge move, thankfully. If they had 2, this would have been a really tight race here at the end. Our Glalie is now going to come in. They're getting off another charge move right here. This is going to be doing neutral damage to us and quite a bit at that. And hopefully we can get to the Avalanche in time, which we can. This is going to be doing super effective damage, and that is going to be a GG. So we saw right there an unfavorable matchup for the Beedrill, but it's favorable now because of Drill Run. So let's go ahead and move into the final battle here. So, final battle of today. We have Beedrill versus Hypno on the lead. So Confusion is going to do quite a bit. So I'm going to look to actually bail out right there and hopefully flip this matchup later on. So Hypno's loading up on energy, which is fine. We're going to see Quagsire come in right here. Definitely need to start getting shields, so I'm going to be going for Hydro Pump. What I don't want to happen is them to not shield and we land an Ice Beam. So I'm going for Hydro Pumps right here. Getting shields. I know this Quagsire now has Sludge Bomb from a previous matchup, unless they changed it, but it's likely going to be Sludge Bomb, so we're going to go ahead and let it hit us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this into the 1 shield, I believe. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump right here. So I am going to shield, and again, I want to get the shields out of this matchup. That's the only way Beedrill can flip some of these fights is when there's no shield. So we're going to go ahead and go for another Hydro Pump. If we win, switch advantage, fantastic. If we get both shields, fantastic. So we get both shields, that is great. We're going to go ahead and switch in the Beedrill. I want him to swap in that Hypno right now. So we're going to go ahead and shield right here, I think. Yeah, we go ahead and shield just in case there was a Stone Edge. We see Hypno now come in, which is fine, but we're loaded on energy right here. This is likely going to be an Ice Punch, which it is. Going to be doing neutral damage. We're going to load up on some energy. As you guys can see, the Confusion is doing a lot, but X-Scissor here is going to be doing super effective damage. And like I said, when there's no shields, Beedrill can really flip some of these matchups because of energy. So we're going to be going for another X-Scissor right here. This is going to be taking out the Hypno, which is fantastic. So now we get to see what they're going to bring in next. It is going to be a Beedrill themselves. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Galarian Stunfisk right here. Going to be resisting the fast move, but again, it's going to have Drill Run, which is going to be doing super effective damage. Now I need to watch out for the swap on their Quagsire as Switch Timer is back up. So we're going to go ahead and get off one Rock Slide right here. Going to be doing super effective damage. Now we see them getting off a charge move. I know this is going to be Drill Run. It's going to do quite a bit at that. This is another great showcase of Beedrill against Galarian Stunfisk. That did a lot of damage. I'm anticipating the swap. We see the swap. We're going into a Zoomerl now. I'm going to try to get to this Ice Beam, and I make a mistake right here. So I do get to the Ice Beam in time, but what I should have done is under farm this Ice Beam. I needed to not take out Quagsire. I know it's weird, but I needed to basically finish off with one fast move because now their Beedrill has Drill Run and it's a CMP tie, and I'm going to lose this CMP tie. So really close battle right there. Great battle by my opponent. Yeah, a lot of Beedrill matches here, and I think it performed really well for us today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about these teams, about these battles. Are you guys excited for Mega Beedrill and its potential that it could have in all 3 leagues? And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.